Hello everyone, my name is Jene and you're watching Diamond Painting Reviews by Jene. Again, hello everyone, and my name is Jene. For those of you that are new to the channel or just stopping by, a big howdy and welcome. If you like what you see and you like what you hear, I hope you'll consider subscribing to the channel. If you do decide to subscribe, please don't forget to hit that indication bell that is right next door to that subscribe button. That bell will let you know when I've uploaded my next video. So everyone, today I'm going to be doing a full post review, but as you're watching this time lapse, I'm just going to go over some of the details of this painting. This is Dreamers Designs Smooth Sailing. It's a 60 by 80 full square drill. This painting has 58 colors and 2 ABs. The artist is Michael Humphreys. This painting is gorgeous, but as I've said before, every kit has its great side and every kit has their not so great side. So we're going to go over the pros and cons to this painting. We're going to go over the cons first, and I've got one insert that I'm going to put in to show you the drill field and the obstacles that I came across while putting this painting together, and then we're going to go over the pros and my final thoughts. So by saying that, here's that insert to go over the drill area. All right, everyone, I'm going to be showing you some similarities and symbols when it comes to this painting. I'm currently working on Smooth Sailing from Dreamers Designs, and I do want to point out that the canvas is beautiful, the drills are gorgeous, but the mapping is a little bit difficult. This is definitely a painting I would not recommend for a beginner. So I'm going to point out some of the obstacles that I've come across, just in case some of you that do have this painting, you're going to be aware of those obstacles. The biggest problem that I'm coming across is symbol similarities, and those would be symbols that are very close or look the same and are in similar background colors. And right here you're going to see there are G's, Q's, and O's. If you pay attention to the background color, you'll be able to determine which one is which. But if you work on your canvases long term, those symbols are going to start to blend in and it's going to become very blurry. So with the O's, we've got kind of a pink background. The G's are a lighter pink background, and the Q's are in even lighter. So it's basically still a pink background. The backgrounds just slowly start to lighten. But it's not just the G's, the O's, and the Q's. So I'm just going to move some of my stuff around and show you another section of this painting that can get really confusing very quickly. And that is, let's move this here. Here we go. That is in this area, right in here. So I'm going to lift the parchment paper up so I can show you what I'm looking at. So you have N's, which are right here. You have M's that are right here. And then you also have H's, which are very similar to the N's. So if you're not careful, see the N's are right next to these H's. If you're not careful, those N's start to blend in and they look like H's. Again, the M's and the N's, so you got M's and N's here, similar background colors. Again, very difficult. If I were to say something to Dreamers Designs, this is definitely something that they may want to reconsider doing. Mapping it like this is very difficult. It gets frustrating, even if you've only been on your canvas for 10 minutes. After a while, your eyes start to cross, and then you're really starting to think, did I just put that on an M or an N? So watch out for your N's, your M's, and your H's. And believe me, see, here's H's, M's are together, and then you've got your N's down here and your H's. Believe me, they all start to look the same. Now the O's and the Q's, there is quite a bit of a difference. As I said, as far as the background color is a little bit darker with the O's than they are with the Q's. But when you have them all together, it really makes it difficult. Another thing I came across that was what I would consider a bit frustrating. And that is, I'm just going to move the canvas around just a little bit more. That is these symbols here. Let's bring this up a little bit. These symbols here. Now, in the viewfinder, I'm just going to tip it so I can see it a little bit more. In the viewfinder, they look like arrow downs. Some of them look like they're blobs. This is a classic example of what the white symbols look like. They don't always look like this, but I'm finding that some of them are. Now, this technically is supposed to be a plus sign, but to me, it looks either like a down arrow or it looks like a really fuzzy circle. It does not look like a plus sign to me. Now, I'm not sure if that's how you guys see it, but that's what it looks like to me. Now, in no way am I putting Dreamer's Designs down. Again, I think this is a mapping issue. Also, I think it has to do with the printing and the fabric that they use. This particular fabric, and again, this is just my opinion, but I believe this fabric is the type of fabric that with certain inks, it will bleed and it will do that. It will look fuzzy and it won't look exactly the way it should. Now, I'm not suggesting to anyone that they shouldn't attempt to do this painting because it's beautiful. The drills are amazing, but I'm just warning you about the mapping, okay? I don't believe I had any other issues with symbols, but again, as I said, if you've got this painting, you really want to pay attention to those symbols because some of them will throw you off, and especially if they're in that group that the symbols look similar and the background color looks similar. So by saying that, we're going to go right back to that full post review. All right, everyone. So I hope that goes over some of the pitfalls that I came across while putting this kit together. And as I said, the similarities in these symbols, I really believe this is a mapping issue and can be corrected. But when you put M's, N's, and H's together, they're basically the same background color and same symbol color. And then you've got X, X, and a percentage sign that are all together. It makes for a very interesting time. Let me just put it that way. I will say though that the drills to this kit are amazing. I really like Dreamer Design square drills. They're very consistent, very minimal garbage, and I will be showing you the garbage shortly. And they just seem to fit together really nicely. A couple other things I'm going to point out that I really like about this kit, and that is their adhesive. They have a really nice type of adhesive, although I will warn you, if the adhesive is not spread out properly, you do have a little bit of slipping and sliding. And that did occur in a couple of spots while I was putting this painting together, but it wasn't a huge amount. It just was a couple of little spots. The clarity of their drill area could still use some improvement, but it's a lot better than it has been in the past. Their schematics are perfect size and easy to read. So there's still a little bit of improvement there, I think, in regards to Dreamer's Designs, but I will say this. They are coming out with some amazing artists and amazing images in their diamond paintings. By saying that, I'm hoping that their mapping will improve just a little bit. Let's see if we can get some of those symbols that are similar away from each other. So that way it makes it easier for us diamond painters to have a far better experience. And I hope all of you agree with that. All right, so by saying that, let's pause the camera and take a look at this gorgeous image, and we'll be right back. All right, everyone, we are back, and what do you think about this beautiful, beautiful painting? Again, this comes from Dreamers Designs. The artist is Michael Humphreys. This is a 60 by 80 full square drill, 58 colors and 2 ABs. Now I'm going to bring the camera down so that we can look at where some of these AB drills are, and also show you where I have swapped out the regular resin drills for some beautiful Nova crystals, and we'll be right back. All right, everyone, we're back, and I'm going to be showing you where all of these beautiful ABs are located, as well as where I've swapped out the resin drills to the crystals. Now, right in here, those are the line AB drills, and they are spread out throughout this portion of the painting, which is the cliffside of this painting. You're also going to see some really pastel AB drills right through here, and those are also located in the lapping waves, but we'll get to that in just a minute. I'm going to show you the tower. Just going to bring this back just a little bit, and that's where I've swapped out quite a bit of the drills. The tower is always fun to put together because you can do so much with the towers. So the first thing I'm going to point out is I've swapped out a lot of the reds, and I have put in the Nova Siams and the Nova Light Siam. So these are the Siams that are right in here, and the Light Siam is right through here. Now the Light Siam is also going down the side of the tower here and throughout the bottom portion of the tower, but I'll go over that in just a minute. The other crystals that I've used is the red Volcano, which is right in this general area here, as well as the Nova Aurora Borealis, which gives it that added brightness. Okay, so I'm just going to move this up. Again, here are some of the red volcanoes. And then you've got your light Siam here and your dark Siam here. And then as I'm pulling it up just a little bit more, right in this general area here, we've got the Nova Red Volcanoes. And then in this general area here, we've got the Nova Red Volcanoes, the Nova Siam, and the Nova Light Siam. We also have the Nova Golden Sun, which is right through this area. And then when we come down into the wildflowers, I've also included right in this general area here, the Nova Flamingo. All right, so I'm just going to move this over now so that we can take a look at the ocean. There we go. And we're looking at the lapping waves here. Right in here is where I've got the Nova Aurora Borealis. So it looks white. However, when you see it from a distance, it really helps bring your eyes right into these colors, and it enhances those neighboring drills. There we go. Right in here is where you're going to see those pastel yellow ABs. And then again, right in this corner, we have the Nova Aurora Borealis. So we're just going to move this back up here. And what I'm going to do, everyone, is I'm going to pause the camera, bring the camera back up so that we can take a really good look at this gorgeous painting, and then I'm going to go over my final thoughts. All right, everyone, I am back. And again, this painting comes from Dreamers Designs. This is a 60 by 80 full square drill. The painting is called Smooth Sailing, and the artist is Michael Humphreys. So here are my final thoughts on this painting. Given the fact that there is a lot of symbol similarities, and this is a fairly large painting, I would definitely not recommend this for a beginner diamond painter. However, I do highly recommend this painting. It is gorgeous. One thing about Dreamers Designs that I really like is they have amazing square drills. Out of all the paintings that I've done in the last year, these square drills are the best that I've come across. Now, that doesn't mean I haven't come across any garbage. So by saying that, let's show you the amount of garbage that I received in this kit. And here it is. So let me tap that. There it goes. So as you can see, there is some garbage here, but it really isn't that much. One thing I will say about garbage, you're going to find garbage in any kit that you work on. So that particular amount of garbage really isn't that bad. I've had worse, believe me. But the main concern that I had with this painting is the symbol similarities. I also had a few other issues along the way, and that was the clarity of the plus sign. The plus sign in some places of the drill area were crystal clear, and then some areas looked like they were a down arrow or an up arrow, and in some cases it looked like a blob. So I'm still a bit concerned about the way they're mapping their kits, but I can tell you that they have done some improvements, and hopefully saying that those improvements will continue to come out and move forward. The one thing that I would suggest to Dreamers Designs is that they really need to look over the symbols that they use and make sure that they're not incorporating similar symbols together, because that really does become frustrating. Other than that, I have to say this painting was a joy to work on. It took me approximately 3 weeks to put together. By saying that, everyone, I am going to go ahead and close the video and bid you all adieu. If you have any questions in regards to this kit, please let me know down below in the comments, and I will definitely respond to those questions. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. And again, always remember, stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy. Again, my name is Jene. Thank you for spending some time with me today on the review. We'll talk again real soon. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.